Огонь!
Breaking. Ukrainian armed forces conducting one of the most massive drone and missile attack on Crimea. Residents of several cities report about explosions and the sound of flying UAVs. Saki, Dzhankoy, and Sevastopol are among the naval and air bases that are getting hit by the biggest drone attack ever over Crimea, citing Russian sources.
Что ты говоришь? Ой. Ну и что делать? Он прям здесь был. Ой, ты какой красавчик. Не бойся.
And we have the details of the attack. Ukrainian formations launched another missile strike on Crimea. 11 Su-24M bombers took off from Starokostyantyniv airfield, 5 of which were Storm Shadow or Scalp cruise missile carriers. Having flown to the border of the Odessa and Mykolaiv regions, the aircraft split up. 9 stayed in the area, and a pair went south to Ochakiv. 8 Storm Shadows were launched around 12 o'clock at Crimea. At the same time, reconnaissance groups of Medvedi PMC noted that 2 Su-24M, flying low about 40 meters above the water, conducted launches over the Black Sea. Ahead of this, Ukrainian planes fired 3 AGM-160 MALE-D decoy missiles to mislead air defense. Pantsir-S air defense crews of the 31st Air Force and Air Defense Division shot down 5 cruise missiles over Cape Tarkankut and the Belbek airfield. 3 Storm Shadows fell in the Verkhny-Sadavoy area. The target was likely a former military facility near the village. A few hours before the attack, a reconnaissance drone of an unknown type took off from Kherson, which, rounding Cape Tarkankut, set up a patrol area west of Kacha and directed aircraft. It is highly likely that it was shot down by air defense systems. This attack demonstrates a slight change in cruise missile tactics. Previously, such mass raids were carried out at night or early in the morning, but not during the day. And the flight of bombers at extremely low altitude is something that Ukrainian crews have been practicing for many months, trying to exploit gaps in air defense detection systems. Based on a recently uploaded video by Russians, it's evident that Ukrainian forces successfully penetrated the Surovikin line and disembarked infantry beyond it. Satellite imagery substantiates these developments, hinting at Ukrainian vehicles crossing Surovikin's line. And let's see the battlefield. A tank duel. Ukrainian T-64. BV knocked down the occupiers T-72B3 at close range. Video by 128th Mountain Assault Brigade. Attention, Finland. Russian propagandists threaten to enter Finland on tanks. History has taught them nothing.
Финны уже вступили, там не дают там проехать ни машинам, никому не зайти, там ни народу. То есть, но почему-то они говорят, вот въехать на машине нельзя, да, а про танки ничего не говорят. Видите, готовятся, наверное, к этому.
Looks like someone has lost a submarine in a land war.
Andre, you've lost another submarine?
My brothers wanted to save me, but the enemy aircraft continued to fire at us. Then I started waving and yelling at them to get away from me. 14 hours in the open Black Sea, 130 kilometers from friendly shores, Ukrainian Hure military intel trooper Conan fell out of his assault craft as it maneuvered rapidly to evade Russian warplane cannon fire. Conan is now a legend, not only of the unit, but also of all special forces, Conan tells Ukrainian Pravda. I knew perfectly well that the crew of the boat, which is 13 people, is more precious than me alone. The current was very strong. I did not stop swimming for a moment because it would have carried me further and further from my reference point. As Conan struggled against fatigue, dehydration, a falling core temperature, and hallucinations, Ukrainian forces were looking for him with a Bayraktar drone. They finally found him by spotting heat traces from seagulls that had perched on him. That's how it was reported that there is an object that floats in the direction of Odessa and rides 7 seagulls. A HER team zipped in on a rescue boat amid more enemy aerial fire to scoop up Conan. Now, as much as I can, I will try to convey my story to other people. Why? So they do not give up. Russian permanent representative Nebenzia tried to disrupt Zelensky's speech at the UN. He was calmed down by the Prime Minister of Albania. Nebenzia was outraged that Zelensky would speak second, after UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. Albanian Prime Minister Edi Rama, who chairs the Security Council, explained that the order of speeches had long been agreed upon and was in line with the organization's practice. Nebenzia responded by saying that the Albanian presidency demonstrates open disregard for the procedures and practices of the UN Security Council, putting NATO-wide political and ideological guidelines above the duties of the Security Council chairmanship.
But as far as you repeated many times that the violation here is about President Zelensky speaking before the Council members, there is a solution for this if you agree. You stop the war and President Zelensky will not take the floor. I want to assure our Russian colleagues and everyone here that this is not a special operation by the Albanian presidency, but a continuation of a long and well-established practice of this council, and today's speaking order therefore is in full conformity with the council's guidelines and practices.
And the military porn at the end. Triple Maxim machine gun for shooting down Russian kamikaze drones. Shahed 136 and 131.
Огонь!
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.